Wait for it. The button has been pushed.
What the buck is up, every pony?
Hi. Welcome back to Hell and Back, the game where we have not been to hell yet, but eventually we will go there and come
We
back.
are working on it.
And are hoping to come, and are hoping will come back.
It is a definite work
This
in
is a
progress.
project in progress.
Things happened last session, though. And so, Ryan, will you be here, your guide on what happened last session? Go, Ryan.
Last time on to Hell and Back, we had successfully did the stuff in the Oasis, brought the ship back, and the petrified statue of the water bird. I forget what it was called, but it was like a big giant eagle who's supposed to be responsible for making the water fresh. We turn those over to the clerical bannermains, and they say, hey, there's a way to unpetrify the bird, but the person who can do that is in the city of Dakalai. Will you please go and get her so that we can unpetrify the bird and save everyone in the desert? And we're like, yeah, absolutely. So they went ahead and gave us our reward, which turned out to be a necklace with lots of Aetherstone. So much Aetherstone, in fact, that our local egghead Lysander can now, or pardon me, Stardancer can now cast teleportation. So while we are making our way through the desert, we regroup with the devil farmer who had the devil chickens, and we're trekking our way across the desert toward Holbeck. The reason why we're going to Holbeck is because we have an incredibly valuable painting that was painted by one of the original Bannermains, the famous bard guy. GM, who was his name?
Semitone.
Semitone, thank you. And it's likely worth a lot of money to the right people. So we're going to go to Holbeck, sell them the painting, make money. And while we're on our way out there, we discover that we're being tracked by Gobos. The Gobos have not been able to find us because we're in a magical tent thing. But one day we decide to actually go out and meet them. And it turns out that they really wanted to kill us, and they wanted to take all the books and all the paintings and burn them all to show those nasty ponies. Well, Steady Shoot, he's big, he's green, so therefore he is best Gobbo. He has been adopted into the Gobbo clan, and they have agreed to take us back to their tribe.
It's true. And after many Gobbo shenanigans, they definitely are more than willing to take you to their camp, wherein they will have a great feast and a bonfire, celebrating the many burnings of books in your guys' honor, as they have said. But, you know, as such, Steady Shoot, you're the one that's kind of being tugged along. Tug.
It's true. The steadiest of shoots. The shootiest of steadies? Alternate universe Steady Shoot. It's a gunslinger instead of a barbarian.
He carries a cannon.
I mean, doesn't one of the champions of Everglow like constantly basically lug around a cannon on her back?
I think so. That sounds about right.
That's Sonya.
Yes.
All right. Well, in this case, that's what
He's
they are
the
doing.
cannon zebra. Yay!
And Anseal, they are curiously trying to grab your tail. As they start walking.
I'm going to pull my tail away from them.
Ah!
Because no.
Stop, ponytail!
The Vespada's not sure she wants this, so she is currently jetting overhead.
Yeah, these little green things. They're still kind of dancing around. You're gonna have to keep your tail away from them in one way or another. But they keep trying to grab it, and those who can understand Goblin keep hearing them say the word sausage. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I'm just gonna fly 15 feet in the air then.
Good decision.
hey, Little Spot has company. Hello.
All right, now if you guys are headed off to the Gobbo place of encampment, be it called that, it would be about a day's travel northward. So I believe you guys had left off one of these hexes, traveled, and then this would be like the second one technically, so it wouldn't even take that long, actually. It would just take the rest of your hexes for today.
There is no north in Hexland.
Right?
In Hexlandia.
So north-ishward you go, up into a more hilly, rocky sort of area. And the entire way, of course, them singing wonderful songs about just how green gobos can be. I forget who speaks Goblin in the party.
Star Dancer does.
Yeah, I'm like it's Star Dancer, maybe Orion.
Yeah, a lot of
Ryan
the,
does not.
a lot of the songs have to do with like how stupid ponies are and how scared they should be that they are getting a new biggest green into their ranks. And as they kind of like
So
start
there's a lot of improvisation in this.
Well, that's the thing about Gobos is that a lot of their songs are just like repeated over and over and over. It's pretty annoying, like realistically. And
Star's just giving them deadpan looks.
yeah, they don't seem to much care. In fact, they just kind of seem to sing them louder whenever they kind of see, because they don't seem to really care, honestly. It's like the more awkward that Steady Shoot looks, the louder they get. It's kinda
Well,
like-
Steady Shoot gets Steady Shoot gets more and more awkward. The more it's assumed that he's going to attack the pony settlement more or less single-handedly and kill them all, and he's like, I'm not going to be doing that.
It's like the general like thing that you're going. Now imagine this, but probably less treaty. But this is where we're at, and it was a good goblin camp, so we're using this. And actually,
Behold.
it is daytime, so let me token vision.
Oh, well, I mean, I can see everything.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, actually, it'd be your second day, or your second hex, so it wouldn't necessarily be 100. Well, you have dark vision, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Well, I will point out, all you have to do is click the turn into night button, and then we will plunge into darkness. Oh, no.
Aha, there we go. Night.
Oh, I see things getting darker. No.
All right.
Yay,
now,
dark vision.
Yeah, who has dark vision? And do I have
Yay,
it
my
set right on
vision's
this?
not set up.
I do.
That's okay. I'll set up my vision.
Okay, you just
I'm
set up
pretty
your
sure I
vision.
should have the dark vision.
Do you have dark vision?
Thanks to a fancy feat.
Star Dancer.
Thing that gives me dark vision.
Here we go. Bam! There. Now I have dark vision.
Wow. Apply.
I can fix it.
Fair enough. I guess I should ask: is there anybody who doesn't have dark vision?
Steady doesn't have dark vision, unless that's a natural option for ponies that I don't know about. But
No.
chances are bad. So
Oh, I can't change your guys' vision thing because it's managed by rule-based vision. Is that how that works?
Yeah, that means either your race has it or you don't have it. Oh no.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so you said you had it, I guess.
But yes, Little Spot actually has goggles, so the second it starts getting dark.
Okay, that works.
Because
And
items can't actually give you things, so I have to go add it to just the list.
I gotcha.
Yeah, the trick is that the goggles don't have any actual automated way to make you have dark vision.
oh
Oops.
yeah, that's right. I remember the discussions about it now. Yes.
Now,
But yes, I
Steady
can very
Shoot,
easily just edit my ancestry and say dark vision. Thank you.
You seem to kind of be stumbling as we get like further and further into the night. The Gobos don't though. The Gobos seem to have perfectly fine vision of their own. What are you doing as it starts to get dark? I should ask before we go any further.
The whole trip up here, Dr. Orion was trotting circles around Steady Shoot while the Gobos were singing, and even though he doesn't speak Gobbo, he's been doing his best to try to mimic their songs.
Yes, but I'm asking what Steady Shoot's doing about his not being able to see situation first.
I mean, in general, like, I assume when we're traveling, Steady will light up a thing. I have light, right? I actually wrote that down in advance already, right? Clicking through to spell. Where's the spell?
That sure
again?
isn't the thing I know.
You do, and that is.
Orion
Yes,
can-
so I do light. I find a thing to make light, and I light it up. It's probably the thing he usually uses.
What about
I mean-
Orion being your seeing eye pony? I can sit on your back and give you directions.
You could just make your axe glow. Ooh.
Look at that. Oh, it's good.
I-
I already gave Steady Shoot light. He is a source of light.
What? No, you made the whole map light.
Well, yeah, it goes 60 feet, yeah.
Oh, okay. I see. If I scroll far enough, then it's like, oh, yep, there's the grayscale.
Yup.
I see it.
Wow.
So it goes 60 feet out because I think it's just auto heightened, and you guys are above that threshold where you'd get 4th level. So,
Yes. Yes. High level light is pretty great.
Yes. So you guys start kind of following these gobos upwards, and they're singing, and then you guys kind of hear this like from the distance as you guys kind of do it, and Star Dancer, like you can kind of hear like the gobos like kind of running forward. Who is? You are bringing the ponies here. And then like one of them says, "Oh, no, it's not pony. Look, it's Big Gobbo." And he points towards Steady Shoot. Big, Mr. Big, come.
Steady
Question,
comes.
GM. Spectacles of Understanding has the ability to cast second level Comprehend Language. Is that heightened to 3rd or 4th level, perchance?
It says specifically 2nd level.
Okay.
If it gives a specific level, there's no heightening other than that.
That's a shame. Okay, so I can't speak the language, but I should be able to understand them.
Hooray!
There you go.
I mean, that's still good.
All right. And so you guys hang on. Let me find. Where's Ring Dancer's token? I don't know. If I have token.
Oh, that's actually a really cool ability. Hold
Oh,
on,
I
let's see
should
if we-
point
can I
out
take
the
that?
spectacles only work on languages you see, not hear.
Yeah, they're spectacles. They're not
Yes.
earpieces.
So if there's some goblin writing, you're all for it.
Can we have a second spell that creates magical subtitles for any race that you can?
Now we're
Magical.
talking.
Magical subtitles. Well, you bring forth the biggest green, and these guys like they look over like they didn't think that like what they said was true. They're like, how big can this green? Wow! And then they look up. There's the big green. Wow! You're the biggest green I've ever seen. Says
I'm
this
a
one.
large and green. Yes.
I can cast Comprehend Languages as a 4th level spell.
And
Steady
so-
is broken. Steady is heard how he's going to destroy every single pony that lives.
He's green
That's-
and big, very big, very big. And then they start kind of like dancing. And
Yeah,
you're
that's a good idea. I will have done that, re-prepared that on the way up so that I can cast on everybody.
Okay.
Because
So now everybody speaks goblin.
Yes. Okay. You're right. Because he wouldn't be crestfallen if they're just running around being annoying. He'd just be annoyed. Now he's just like, okay.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, let me just put some light sources down on here because I almost forgot to put those. Look at that. I didn't.
so yeah,
Light
and you can,
sources,
and you
who
can
does
speak the
that?
language.
There we go. I think we got all the basic light sources on this map there. All right. So they start kind of like leading you upwards, or at least letting you. Like some of them are like brandishing like little knives, but they seem to be doing so in like that like playfully hazing, intimidating sort of way because you're a new gobbo. And they
I got
gotta-
you. Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of point. This is very sharp. You not take this mine. And then they like they're gurring at you. They're trying to intimidate you, Mr. Steady Shoot. But given that your will DC is 32 and their intimidation DC would not beat that. Their intimidation check would not beat that. I don't think you're very scared. But you are free to be if you wish. However, they are leading you this way, and Ring Dancer is just kind of like keeping to herself a little bit. She's not really saying anything. She seems to be like, actually, she kind of seems to be like hanging like nearer Anseal, who's kind of in the same boat as her. Is like, it's like she didn't want these things fucking with her, whatever they are. So go ahead and move yourselves. They're moving you this way. Move.
So the spout is just spurting through the air. Whee.
Come! Ooh, you! And points toward here, like one of the ones. Place of the horn again! What song? I don't know, the one with two. Two what? That's of starts like squabbling and doing the things that gobos fight over. And in this one, Mr. Wabas! And he's going over here. Where are you guys? Where are you guys at? Move yourselves. Move
Waiting for the
yourselves.
party to catch up.
Yeah, like move yourselves. They're leading you in. There you go.
Star Dancer, you cast level 4 comprehend languages on everyone, correct?
Yep. Well, the fourth one is up to 10 targets, so yeah.
Nice.
And you can all speak it as well.
All right. And they're kind of like leading you through here. And the one that was kind of like calling for you, like this one over here.
How tall are these?
Oh, those are about, I'd say like 15 feet in the air.
Well, I guess how high Little Spout goes.
Oh, fair enough. Well, they seem to just be kind of like playing very discordant Gabo songs, and everybody is kind of like gathered around the middle fire. Well, on the map it shows us that it is not. Walking into the camp, you guys walk and see something terrible. Box text.
No.
Into the camp you stride, wherein multiple little green gremlin-esque Gabo creatures are kind of gasping at the fact that, Steady Shoot is glowing, because he is. They kind of have to squint a little bit for their eyes.
He probably makes like a piece of something he's wearing glow
Yeah.
rather than himself. But yeah.
Well, to a Gabo, that is Steady Shoot is glowing, and
Okay.
and like they're kind of like looking over. Some of them squinting is like their eyes have to get used to that sudden change of light as you come over the edge. And on the inside, you do see in the center of the Gabo camp is a load of various different books and paintings of various different types, different languages, colors, kind of all gathered there, ready for the burning as all of the Gabos kind of gather around. They seem to be kind of cheering and chanting, getting ready for whatever they're getting ready for. The one Gabo who had
They're sure getting ready for something.
Yeah. As these Gabos cheer and do their little Gabo dance in the center here, various yips and yowls can be heard from very sickly looking dogs in cages along the side here that seem to be watched by other Gabos, as a matter of fact. This one running up here to a rather poorly scented, weird burning pot knocks on a very shambled wooden door. Wabas! 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 What is it? And he steps out. Bah! Bah! Who is this blue? And he points toward Orion. Stupid pony! Stupid! No! Wabas! They bring the biggest screen I ever seen. Bah! No green bigger than me.
War boss, small boss, big green.
Prove it! And he brandishes what looks to be like a shiny dog slicer at you. Prove it! Bring him forward!
Where are you?
Yeah.
All right.
Orion looks at the dog slicer. He's gonna taste it to see if it's magical.
I mean, you're welcome to try to lick the sword.
Yeah, Orion licks the sword.
Give me a fortitude save.
Probably not the best thing to do.
Congratulations, you don't throw up, but it does not taste very nice.
You could have just asked me.
And you lick the sword and he pulls it away. Ah! No! Ugh, I have to reapply that now. And he takes out of his bag what looks to be this weird sort of rag that looks like it's probably been soaked in a lot of different things. He starts rubbing it up the blade again. Right before swing comes the Steady Shoot, and he kind of stops and he looks up. Ah! And he stands on the stump over here, so he's up at like a better level. You're not so big.
Is he still at the? Is he actually? How do I scroll this stupid screen?
If your mouse is being a butt, hold down Control and use the arrows. Ooh.
Okay.
Not so big.
Is he actually at my height?
He's
with
not
this?
at your height. He's about at your chest, like on the stump, because he's still small sized. So he's like medium and a half.
He's still pretty tiny.
Yeah.
Right. So Steady leans over
To you, anyway.
and looms as best he can.
You loom.
And he's
Intimidatingly,
just
yeah.
yeah, and he's just like and he's just like, I'm fairly large.
Give me your intimidation check. Blind if you could, sir.
My
Do you have
coerce.
intimidating glare? Because this sounds like a good time for it.
I do, but I'm
Hooray!
coercing, not demoralizing. It specifically said intimidating glare is for demoralizing, which is the combat use of it, not for coercing, which is other intimidatings.
Let's see it.
I'm literally looking at this right now, making sure that the rules are right.
And Orion's gonna roll to assist
Oh,
because he wants to
dear.
help his friend.
Blind.
I rolled low.
No, but it's still
I
pretty
gotta roll
high.
blind. Okay.
Blind.
But did I help? Did I help Steady Shoot?
I feel like that did help. You bent the DC. And as you loom over, his ears kind of pin back a little bit. He seems to be trying to hold face in front of his other gobos, though. Like, he definitely seems intimidated, slightly demoralized, but he holds up his dog slicer and kind of taps you, like,
That's fine.
on the chest plate a little bit. No!
He's-
No!
He's fine. He's fine with this, actually.
There's a little tink, tink, tink. You don't scare me. You don't scare me at all. And he looks toward his other gobos. Why are you bringing this big green here? And he says, because he's the biggest green. And he kind of leans in. There's a hate in the world too. Look. And they look up. Is this true?
Words. Gross. And then he spits on the ground right here.
You spit on the ground. Oh, I will be the judge of that. He says with like he kind of goes over here. And he steps over like some of the books and he grabs one in particular. Prove it! And then he hands it to you, Steady Shoot.
What's the book?
You look at the book. The book itself seems to be, well, it seems to be like some sort of like, you know, diary of sorts. It looks more like a journal than anything. Out of the random assortment of things here, seems like there's more than a couple in there, but this one seems to, you know, probably be something that's a little bit more old, like older in origin. Probably not something that they have, that, you know, you'd find in a typical just library or something like that.
What books say?
No, it don't matter what books say. Prove it.
Yeah, I actually raised my eyebrow to Orion. He's like, "What books say?" I raise an eyebrow like,
Sir
And then
is
all the
going to
gobos kind of
reach
start
over,
to. I'll start to
Sarah's
kind
going
of
to reach over, grab the book, and shove it in her sleeve, and it just disappears.
Ooh. Do you
There,
like?
it's gone.
Power play.
Do you just cast a spell or something?
No, I have an item.
Oh. All right. Well, give me your deception roll.
It is. Where did that go? The sleeves of storage. Deception
mean,
roll.
Is it deception? She's literally doing it right in front of their faces.
Well, you're
Yeah,
trying to.
but this is the thing that I'm doing.
You're fooling them into thinking that you're like destroying the book. I would imagine.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Like.
Well, I mean, I just said it's gone. I didn't say I destroyed it.
Well, still, it's not
Yeah,
gone.
I know.
Like you still have it.
"Ears gone."
And you do so, and oh no, like they all like watch you, Lysander, start to like move the book, like to the sleeve, but none of them seem convinced. And quite frankly, like this one's like looking directly at your sleeve. You're just hiding it.
Shake the sleeves out really hard. Nothing comes out.
And then some of the other gobos kind of start like
You will never see that book again.
the two directly in front of you seem somewhat suspicious, but some of the gobos in the back start kind of like dancing a little bit. Disappear, disappear, book was gone and never here. And they start like, kind of like
What the heck?
they start just kind of like
Disturbing.
they start like dancing and whatnot, and dancing around the fire. And then another one of these gobos actually picks up a book, do again, and throws it at you, Star Dancer. Throws! It just kind of flies your way, thunk, on the side of the head.
No, I catch it with my magic before it hits me,
Fair enough.
and stuff it in a sleeve. It disappears.
Ah! Now you do! And then they look towards Steady Shoot again. Pick it up, pick it up. This one, who is apparently the so-called war boss. You're not getting out of this one, Big Green! Gobble smart! Gobble the smartest Gobble! Smarter than you.
We should convince them to bring all the books to Holbeck.
I mean, that was what we were working on, wasn't it?
Yeah. So
That still feels like a terrible idea.
that doesn't mean we shouldn't do it.
Actually, that's exactly what that means.
I still really like that idea. Can we do it?
The what?
I think we can buy out the gobos. If we give them a good time, it might convince them to give up their book burning because they'll be full of good food.
We'd have to bring a smaller set of them, not all of them. Few.
Enough to carry all the books.
Yes. Okay. Let me look at my character sheet for a moment again. I don't have convince, so this is going to be bad. I don't have diplomacy. I don't have that.
You could order another pony who does to speak for you because you're Big Green, you're boss.
Do you have diplomacy? I don't think you do either.
Orion has so much diplomacy. Let him show you.
Oh God,
No.
why would you do that?
It's going to be up there with your intimidation, which is a skill that I actually think you probably should have.
Probably.
These ones,
So yeah,
as you guys deliberate, are just gathering around Anseal, once again trying to grab Anseal's tail. A couple of them saying
I
something.
immediately fly back in the air.
Ah! Get back and down here! Dog'll need food!
So all of a sudden, Little Spout perks one of her fuzzy little cute ears. What's that? Oh no, she says, looking at the goblins, her eyes wide with terror.
What?
You have anchored the books. That they've come for you. They've come for you. She says as she casts a spell that she I'm out here.
What spell are you casting? Oh,
That.
nice.
But she's creating it quite some distance away, just so that it can roar with great fury. This giant, angry book
Where at?
is literally a gargantuan book in the distance.
Just up north.
Roar! It's really big and obvious, and it is stomping slowly towards them.
Northeast, south, or west?
Stomp. We'll go with northeast, sure.
All right, northeast. And you say this, and they start looking up. Ah! Oh! Whoa, no! And then,
Now,
like, these...
I will point out that Little Sprout never stops saying magical things, and then she disappears. But I mean, she did literally say that I'm out of here. Bye.
And as you say this, like, some of the gobos like look up over the edge here, but it's the ones on top of here that can like see the most. Like, that see as they blink over, and they suddenly look like they're blinking. But they're not terrified. What they're seeing, they say, "Oh, it's the biggest book!" And start like tooting their horn. And then, like, all the gobos start kind of, like, you see them run toward various different, like, boxes and tents. Come on, get them! And then they start, like opening up boxes, taking out small knives. These ones over here start, like, fiddling with the locks to unlock these dogs. We'll get them! We have 2 minutes, gobos, for this book! Yes! Yes! Glint Knob will be happy! Happy! That's kind of what you're seeing there. Is they seem to be getting ready for battle. As the book.
What will be
Hey,
happening?
that was entirely Little Spout's plan. So
They said Glint Knob.
Glint
Knob.
knob.
Yeah.
So as they are preparing for battle, Little Spout, now invisible, will float over towards her friend.
Yeah, they're all like now focused on the giant book as they start they grab all their stuff and then like as if they're rolling initiative and all taking wonderful turns, they are like running out here like like they seem to be running.
What are we getting?
Get the books.
How many
Orion-
books are there?
Enough. there's a lot.
Stuff them in the magic sleeves.
It's pretty much
Stuff
where
them
this-
in the bag.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 creature bulk. Pathfinder 2e. Like if you were to make a creature of the same size of this pile, it would be
What is it? Large size? What is it?
24 bulk total of books.
Oh, I could fit
I
those
mean-
into my bag of holding.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
All right,
but yeah.
then we start shoveling.
You just start
let-
shoveling while they're distracted. Little Spout, are you keeping your illusion up? What's the book doing?
Oh yeah, no. The book is slowly trundling towards them, making the most obscene noises. Terrifying. Terrifying.
Terrifying.
Roar!
Ah! And then like you see all these little arrows like flying up and out of
And just because Little Spout knows the languages, she will have it start speaking exotic languages because that's the thing books do, right?
yes.
So it will rattle in Aquan and riddle in Sphinx, and
Plug in
With-
your ears, it steals in your thoughts.
it will flash with all sorts of arcane runes.
No! And they
I could actually
sh-
imagine them having a thing like if someone writes down facts about you in a book, it steals those facts.
Yes.
No!
They're my facts. You can't have them.
Now, of course, to make
You can't put me in your book.
I'm
They have to
copyrighted.
eat. They have to eat the book to get their soul back.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Little Spout has an extra plan on this. So the
Okay.
book will now flip open to a specific page, which shows a big picture of their leader, but he is sobbing the greasiest of tears in delightful animation.
Oh no. Yeah, the leader, you kind of hear him say, "It's false! It's false! And not true! And not true! Don't believe!" And all of them like look up. We don't believe! We don't believe! And they seem to be like shouting at this of the book, like trying to scare it away. And then a couple more knives fly up into the air. You strangely see a pan. It's a good time. It's a good time. These ones who are
Now,
blowing the
I will
horn.
point out, I specifically summoned it far away so it would take them some time to actually get over to the damn thing.
Oh yeah, no, like they all like are like running toward like they're rah! The only ones who have kind of like well, I guess if you made it far away, yeah, they have to go because bards have to do.
Yeah, thankfully, this thing has a range of 500 freaking feet.
Yeah, like it goes off map.
Dear
so,
God.
they are running. They're running that way, and eventually the camp actually is like cleared. Like they didn't even like give a thought about anything. It's just they saw a giant book
Yeah.
and then
Little
ran
Spout is
after it.
pleased. Your plan's coming together, yo.
Right? So they all run. They do their thing, and like you guys start shoveling.
We're taking the books.
Yeah, like even Ring Dancer's helping. This is the stupidest thing you guys have ever done, and like it's like shuffling.
Is it stupider than bringing all of them to the city? It's not.
I swear to God, if they see us doing this, just like they're shoveling more and more and more of them.
Yes. Little Spout is also gathering into her bag and she goes, you know what? They can't see me doing it.
Hey, pause! Get down here and help! And like Ring Dancer's shouting at Anziel.
Wait, Ring Dancer's right. What if they see us doing this? We need to make sure they see something else. So Orion's going to grab a lit branch out of the bonfire here,
They're
Um,
not here! What are you doing?
and he's going to go light all the bales of hay on fire.
No!
oh, now it's not just theft; it's arson. Great.
Oh dear Lord.
So lighting that hay on fire, and You know what? Light this tent on fire.
These are the actions that get the players labeled murder hobos.
Ah, yes.
Yep, that's what I was trying to avoid, but no.
Why?
I thought just scaring them away from the books was harmless enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I
that
see
was
an-
fine.
I see an escape route. Let's go while they're distracted.
That's. And she kind of like.
Why- no, stop! No, someone stop! God damn it!
All right, and like as you guys kind of like I guess finish, like it wouldn't take more than I think like between all of you guys and the various magics you have and the bag of holding, like I would say 5 minutes max. Like how much time does this last? Duration sustained?
Yes, as long as Little Sprout keeps a portion of her mind going, yes. Oh my god, this thing is doing such amazing stuff.
Okay, yeah, like that's how long it takes. Okay, we got all of them, and then like she looks, where do we go? And then you just see literally just Ring Dancer.
Back south where we came from. Let's go.
Ring Dancer looks
Okay, so how much
looks
of
over
a
here.
fire has been produced?
Oh, like this whole camp is now on fire, and Ring Dancer looks toward this thing, which is also caught fire, then looks toward Orion. No, I'm not doing that. And then like runs this way, which is the logical way to run.
Okay, so Little Sprout's gonna try to cover for arson here. She's gonna have the book
Okay.
turn towards the camp.
Okay.
And a bright, flashy, 5e rune shall pour upon it. Woo! And a laser will go out. The laser will do nothing. But if they look in that direction, oh shit, our stuff's on fire.
Yeah. No! There's a destroy in the camp! Bad book!
Wait,
Bad book!
you should have done that after we left. Now we have to run.
Now you gotta run.
I was pretty sure running was already part of the plan.
Yeah.
Run.
Whee! And then like
Steady.
half
Yes,
the gobos
we're
like
going. We're going.
like they seem to be way more distracted with the book than the fact that like a couple ponies who were probably they assume are on fire and running out of the place are like
See, Little Sprout, she's got plans.
oh boy, I want to just let you know. I just want to.
She's also vaguely hoping that the fire distracts them enough to not approach it fast enough so that they can be distracted by it even longer. Yay.
Yeah, and you know what? This whole place will likely turn to ash and the books are gone. They'll probably think all the books burnt.
No. Oh, I mean, actually, yeah, that's a good thing.
I mean, as far as ironclad plans, it's good. As far as morality, maybe not.
I just want to impress.
But on the
upon
other
you.
hand, I guess these are kind of like, I don't know. They did attack and probably kill some people. We did find evidence that they at very least stole their stuff.
I want to impress upon all
This
of you
falls out to doing bad
Okay,
things to
okay.
bad people.
that
Yeah, but
you guys avoided a 40 gobbo combat. Good job.
Nice.
I counted
I mean-
37.
Is there?
if they came back and they're like, where? If there was no fire and they came back and there are no books, I destroyed them. And they'd be like, no, you didn't. You're a liar. And I just intimidated them again. I'd be like, prove it.
Prove it.
Now I am leaving to destroy more books. Bye.
The quest for book destruction must continue. Stomp, 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 stomp.
All right. Well, you guys
Like,
run.
once morality is broken, Steady's like, fine, I'll lie to everyone.
Running away with your haul of a lot of books and paintings and various other things. You guys kind of like
Giant book accidentally murdered the smaller books.
right. Once you get far enough away, what happens? What happens to that big book? Just curious, Little Spout.
Oh no! As soon as she stops concentrating on it, actually, you know what? She has a better idea than that. And
Make it
so,
explode?
I mean, that sounds kind of cool, but no, she's going to have the book flop over and then start flapping, which means it lifts into the air. It flies off
What?
and then disappears.
Oh no!
For a giant book.
decades.
I am giving those goblins a new myth.
Yeah, no, you definitely hear the angry yells up into the air, and you know maybe like a couple other like half-lit torches that fly upwards from the distance. Yeah, like they really seem to have been going at it. Within this hex, you guys kind of like run away. Like for you know, are you guys like not resting through the night and just continuing to run away?
I mean, if we,
ran away.
I think we can rest for the night because even though they've been able to track us, they never find out where we're sleeping.
That's true.
That's true.
As long as we sleep inside the invisible mansion, yeah.
You guys just opening up the invisible mansion once you're kind of like far enough away?
Yes.
All right, and opening it up, I'm sure that Start Answer, you know, does the whole like quickly get in.
Hang on. And then, like last time, Orion will set up the Jingle Bell trap.
You said.
All right, now, unfortunately, Little Spout has another idea, and that's bad.
Oh no.
Beep.
Oh yeah.
Wait, I heard boop, but I didn't see it.
Oh, I'm sorry. That only showed to the GM. 1 second.
There you go.
Dream
There
massage?
we go. Not massage.
Do you send a massage to your target stream? I don't know. You might need to talk that out over dinner first.
But anyway, no, she's going to cast that on the leader of the goblin.
Hmm. Okay.
And so, in his dream, he will hear the words, "Your actions have been noticed by the books of the world, and we are displeased."
Evil.
If you approach another of us again, we will strike you down. We know who you are now. Be wary!
Nice. And they receive this.
That's it.
Yeah. They receive this next time they sleep. Yeah.
Yeah, the next time the goblin leader flops over, he gets that.
Well, I'll let you know this. As you go into your magnificent mansion and, you know, sleep away, the thing that wakes you up the next morning is the fact that you'd realize that this message was sent. It seems like the Gobbo was definitely probably up all night trying to figure out what the hell just happened. And, you know, fell asleep in the day. So you definitely
Sleep well.
are aware the message has been sent. Yeah. And the next day, that's kind of what, you know, wakes you up is the ding, like, just
It's like the opposite of the "you have mail." It's, you've sent mail.
You've sent mail, yeah.
That's good. Because, yes, actually, it does let you know when they actually get it.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys are well rested in your luxurious mansion. In case you didn't know, Anseal, Lysander puts you guys in a magnificent mansion like every night, so
Yes.
it's very fancy.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody can see it. Literally an invisible door.
Oh boy, and peeking out the
So-
next day, you kind of like look out the door. The Jingle Bell trap has not been set off.
I will point out that Little Spout has like this hugest shit-eating grin like the whole day. She has a secret and she's not telling anybody. She's like giggling.
I will note that from the distance, though, you just hear like drums, like from where that Gobbo camp is. Thump, 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 thump.
Oh. The other Gobbos did it.
I mean, technically, yes.
I mean,
That and really large, scary books.
could we send them a message to start planting that little germ in their mind?
Which message?
The other Gobbos did it, so they should go fight the other Gobbo tribes for burning down their camp.
Well, it's about taps your cheek. Tap, tap, tap. Well, I mean, I could. Who do you want to send it to? Their boss?
Wabas.
Well, okay.
Uh,
It's gonna take 10 minutes now.
Okay.
10 minutes
Orion
later.
goes-
10 minutes later, you send a what are you sending? Another dream message for the next time he falls asleep.
Yes. Little Spout, before she actually casts a spell, she will ask that her bestest magic friend cast that comprehend languages upon her so she can speak Goblin.
That is
Since
important.
that seems important.
Be you helping with this start answer?
Say it one more time. What?
Could you make Little Spout speak Goblin, please?
Yeah. I mean, it's the next day or whatever, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I could anyway. Yes. Okay. Cast it. I guess everybody. Well, nah. I cast it. Everybody. 4th level spell.
Follow-up question. Should
Huh?
you make her?
I mean-
you let her speak Goblin? No.
It's too late. She's casting the spell. She's literally
Too late.
performing
Okay.
the dream message dance.
Okay. You can
To the sound
speak
of the
Goblin.
drum.
There you go. And so she shall broadcast this message in Goblin at him. Ha 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 ha! We did it. Those stupid fools. They didn't know. That they'll never figure out it was us. Oh, we will be the lead goblins.
Very nice imagery.
No, point out she can't do images. That's why she has to make sure the words sound right.
Yeah, mental imagery.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
She's going to assume that his brain will fill in the blanks.
Oh,
Ryan
I'm
holds
sure
out
it'll fill in something, all right.
Ryan holds out a high hoof to Little Spout.
And so the hooves meet in a nice loud clomp.
Ring Dancer just like blinks at you guys and shakes her head and walks out of the mansion. Idiots. like keeps walking. Okay, well, like they're like beating drums and stuff, so let's just get on our way and hope that they don't cause a raid or something.
Should
Leaving
we
sounds
tell-
good. Let's go.
Should we teleport to Holdback or march to Holdback?
You need to have familiarity with Holdback, which you do not.
You know,
That's
this is
why
the
we've
reason,
been walking.
this is the reason why we've been hiking everywhere. Yeah.
Okay.
No,
I remember this.
yeah.
Well, we teleported closer, but we couldn't teleport all the way.
Yeah.
And you eventually, through the day, arrive. Though, is it hampered or not? That will be what a D100 tells from somebody. Let's see.
I'll do it.
No.
Blind or public?
Blind.
Oh,
Oh.
I got beat.
Well, that means you get to do it because I didn't do it blind.
Perfect. You can have the next one.
That was either better or worse. But it seems like throughout your day you are not, in fact, hampered. In fact, it just seems like a perfectly normal travel, and the further away you get from that hex, the further and further away the drums get until you just can't hear them anymore. Though, eventually you do find yourself getting closer, or at least you see it over a hill, little town of Holbeck. There is one thing, however, on your way in that does hamper you, which is what seems to be some person in very eccentric clothing, a short hose as a matter of fact, who kind of approaches you guys very jauntily, as if like either he was expecting you or watching you or something, but he definitely like comes up to you guys very intentionally as you like get closer to the town. Hello there!
Little Spout raises her hoof. Hello.
He gives a very
Are
big
you
bow.
part of the guard?
No. Are you not from here?
Little Spout tilts her head. No.
Well, good. Here's this, and he like produces almost like just like a couple little pamphlets that he gives. Many things to see in the city here, and if you look at here, he kind of opens one. He seems to be some sort of salesman by the looks of him. He kind of opens it up and he presents it to you guys. Well, we have quite the attractions here. Many cool shops. Are you a fan of the Bannermains by chance?
Little Spout bobs her head. Bob,
Steady
bob.
does not. Steady just sort of does whatever he does to show off the badge, which is, since he's been in trouble for it, it's probably more like opens a lapel of some kind.
He just opened. Yeah, it's like displaying your Pokemon gym badges, right? Like,
Exactly. Yeah. Bomb. Check it out.
Yeah. So you present, and he as he does this, he blinks up, and he doesn't notice anything on anybody else. Ah, look at that! It looks like you've got your very own. Well, then you, sir, would definitely be a fan of this. And he opens it up to a different page. There's a museum here. I'm sure that you will take interest in, sir. Of course.
I'm very sure I will take interest in the museum.
No, yes, and it's not very expensive at all, is it? You get to see history and have a fun time
Now,
passing through.
does he try to prevent being poked in the chest?
He doesn't, try to, no. Like, as long as it's not, like, hostile, he don't seem like you
No,
have...
but Little Spout reaches out and this guy goes, poke.
Ah.
It's been a long time since I saw another short leg.
There's plenty to find here in the city, after all, he says, with, like opening his hooves. This was Semitone's hometown. I'm sure he's even got roots here. And nobody really knows where. And he kind of gives a little bit of a shrug.
Oh, Semitone. Yeah, wait, did we know Semitone used to live here? I think we probably knew that.
Is this,
Yeah, we knew that.
is this in character?
Yes.
He kind of, looks up and he gives you, the waggly brows. Well, there's more history to be found, certainly here in the museum, but I won't tell. You might have to ask the curators for that. They are wonderful with their craft. In fact...
Oh, yes, we came here for the museum, actually. Says Little Spout, bobbing her head.
Yes.
Pop, 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 pop.
Yeah, and he kind of smiles. Yes. And he starts walking with you guys into the town, like he's, talking with you guys as he walks, right? And he's just like, I have it on a personal authority that the curators are wonderful. And he kind of, smiles, and in the same way he looks up to Steady Shoot, kind of flashes his lapel. You actually do see that, on his, he has his own flashy little badge, representative of the fact of, some museum. And
Ba, 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 ba.
yeah. He kind of smiles. I myself might be one of them. He kind of gives you a little bit of a smile.
There's a little smile on Steve's face. He is amused by this antic.
Is there a guard in sight as we enter?
As you enter, yes, there are a couple that just they just seem to be generally making sure that probably Gabos are just running into the town. And they kind of nod your way. You're being led in by the Mr. Touristy guy, salesman dude.
Yes.
They
But Little Spout will scoot over and quickly give them a basic warning. Hey, the goblins might be agitated up in the northeast there, so just keep an eye out for that. Just let you know.
And they blink down at you a little bit. Again?
Yeah. But on the bright side, we stopped them from burning a bunch of books and art and stuff.
That you what? And they look a little surprised.
Oh yeah, they've been raiding and collecting books and paintings for a long time. They already had the bonfire set up and everything.
Well, by Jove, why don't you tell the curators? And he it's not the guards who say this. It's the guy who's with you who's kind of listening into the conversation.
Yes.
Well, we're going to the museum. I just wanted to make sure they knew that the Gabos were.
We haven't been getting our shipments of books for months.
Oh, well, it just arrived.
Well, come on. He starts pulling you. Pull. Oh,
Short Hooves, what is your name? You've just been talking, but you never introduced yourself.
Actually, I just blanked on the name. I was about to say it, and then give me
Yep.
brief give me a brief moment to go back into my
Your
notes.
name escapes.
I mean, it could absolutely be. Oh, what if I just have a person there to, he's gonna talk about the thing there. Oh, but accidentally, he's an important character. His name is
Thimble
Clip
Shutter.
Horsey Man.
Thimble Shuttle Boots, that's his name.
Oh boy. Let me hang on. I'm looking.
I have a name, and it's a boy's name too.
Exactly.
Oh no.
Oh yes. He kind of says, "My name's Copper Ink." But you know, you don't really see that too often. That's why the name's unique. He pull. He keeps pulling. You guys pull. Come on. Names will be more important later. And he eventually kind of rounds you guys up to a building which looks exceptionally fancy. It's actually, as you kind of go down to the center of the city, there's like this main street that he kind of takes you down, and this street to the left and right seems to have a lot of, there's no better way to put it, tourist stores. Like, you know, you literally see like a bunch of different knickknacks and things and stands like put up, all seemingly, you know, hyping up random little merchandise that a tourist might like, but relating always to the Bannermanes. Various different little like plastic badges of the different, you know, like the different chapters and everything like that. You know, like they got a bunch of those. They got some toy like plastic wands and things, some little loots that definitely have that have advertisements around that just kind of display, like, you know, like this is the, you know, same type of, like, play the same type of loot that Semitone himself did, you know, like they got some of those, and
This is a piece of dogwood that captured a drop of blood from Jesus Christ during his crucifixion. Only $12.
right? So like there he's kind of just brushing past all that. Don't mind them, don't give them a gold either. And he just keeps going. And he takes you up to this big building which has, like, you know, it's got pillars up in the front. It looks like a proper museum. Definitely more than one story, and on the outside are two large statues. Sorry, not two large statues, 6 large statues of like various different creatures. One of them looks to be like a snowy griffin, a sphinx, a clockwork pony, a phoenix wolf, and a short leg, and yeah, like and a hippogriff, who are all kind of just standing stalwart, like in front of the top of the building. And he stops and kind of like opens his coat, takes out like a key, and kind of clicks it in and opens the door. Now inside, as he kind of like ushers you guys in, go in. You guys will notice the inside of the building didn't seem to really be lit. In fact, like, you know, there's only like a couple of candles itself that were actually lit inside of the building. And as you guys kind of go in, there's like the door closes behind you. Don't mind the sound. And he kind of like rolls his eyes. The museum sounds empty. I hate this sound. We've had to close it down for a time. All of our Bannermanes are going out, and we're trying to figure out what the hell happened to all of our books. And I'm going to
Goblins stole them all.
yeah, like and as you kind of say this, I am very quickly figuring this fact out, and I'm moving you guys here, haha, because why not?
Ooh.
I know. Hang on one second. Give me a second. Don't.
It's all fancy and blue.
Oh no. And I think you guys should be able to see, yeah? Everybody
I
should be
can
able
see.
Hold on. Let me tab over to it.
And
I see a map.
this guy specifically is
This
just
map.
an...
Look at that exceptionally large pony. It looks about the
There we go.
big green sized.
The biggest green size, as a matter of fact.
No, it's blue.
Over here, we've got a
Or some kind of warthog.
tiefling-looking character.
Hang on. I'm opening up a... I gotta open up the
Unless
thing.
it's against something else.
Oh, what was that?
Nothing.
Alright, come on. Where's the tokens? I was gonna give him like a little token so we have something for him here. And that would be...
We got a tambourine, a lute, some I think those are called fifes, a big horn, pebbles.
Give me 1 second, because like I said, I gotta do the thing.
Yeah, we're looking ocarina, some thimbles,
Icons, that's what I was gonna do.
a couple
NPCs.
more horns.
I'm told the ocarinas are
Select.
bad at wasting time.
Wow, there we go. Wasting time, huh? Yeah, it's pretty accurate. Alright, I think I can move this guy around now. Let me verify that. Oh, I deleted the wrong one. Ah, okay. This one. Sorry, I'm just pulling up a thing for him, but I forgot these were made on, like, Pathfinder 1, the Pathfinder 1 version of this campaign. So the NPC sheets are just kind of, like, borking on me a little bit. It's okay. I already figured out where the thing is. So let's get this, Earth Pony, select. Bah, okay. Now we have a little token for him. Whee! There we go. And so, yeah, you guys kind of enter, and like I said, like, the building itself just seems like there's nobody in there. Clearly you had to open it up with a key and everything, and kind of puts it back. All right, to business. Come on, up here. Everybody's got more room. Sit down. I'm sorry, we don't exactly have, like, a lot of comfortable seating. It's a museum, after all. You don't really sit down the entire time you're here.
Ryan's really distracted by the stuff under the glass.
Hey, you! Pay attention. Come on, sit down. We have business to discuss.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Everything's zoomed in, and and then I'm like, wait, what? As I was, while I was pulling. I'm actually kind of impressed because it zoomed in and moved while I was dragging my character, and the line worked properly.
Hey, yeah.
Nothing broke. So that's actually a little impressive.
Right. Well, Little Spot wouldn't be invisible anymore.
And
I get why it does the zoom in and move, but it gets a little annoying.
And he kind of like stops here. All right, out with it. You said you knew what these books were. Some gobbos had a hand in taking them. What?
Little Spout pulls out her bag of holding.
I imagine everybody who gathered books would do the same.
Yep.
So yeah.
Just start dumping books from my sleeves.
Let's maybe we could be a bit more ginger with him, I guess, this time.
Little Spout is taking them one at a time. Book.
Yeah, book.
Painting.
And
That's sensible.
He's just kind of like watching you take, like all the little paintings and books that people have actually sent this way over time and whatnot. And he kind of like just blinks, and he gets like this big smile on his face. Oh, this is just fantastic! Oh, thank the author. And he like looks upwards, and he kind of like does like little like prayer hopes like up like upwards a little bit. Thank the author for you. And then he looks. I could kiss you if it wouldn't be awkward. And then kind of like looks.
Little Spout waves a hoof. Right. You look nice and all, but I'm married.
Yes, well, you always have to ask first, of course. And he gives a little bit of a bow. Regardless, it looks like the museum here owes you a little bit of a thanks. For your help, obviously. Oh dear.
The stack is still growing. But
yeah, like he's just kind of watching the stack like grow slowly, and he starts like kind of like moving like these pots and things at the side, just like making more room. Oh boy, that you must have gone through hell and back for that.
The
He
audience-
said it! He said it! He said the thing!
Groans at the name drop.
Right? And he kind of
The audience groans that the name drop is intentionally being used in a place it doesn't apply.
And he kind of like he's making sure like pretty much the things that you guys are setting aren't gonna topple. He makes sure that the book piles aren't too big, because there are artifacts like from that seem to be pretty well preserved like around the place that just probably should not be toppled, more or less. And he's making sure that your guys' stacks like don't actually do any of that. Go on. So Gobos took this. Did you just walk right into that camp? How many did you kill?
Yes.
Like 12 dozen.
No, we didn't
12
kill
dozen.
any. We didn't kill any. We did just walk into the camp.
There were
Little
green
Spot
goblins
raises
and-
2 hooves, but then brings them together. Clomp.
I am getting so many mixed answers here. And I don't want to have to take an average.
We walked.
Use of cunning words and a little bit of legerdemain. We walked in and walked out with not a single goblin put to the sword.
And like Ring Dancer over
They
here
did
just
end
kind
up
of
burning their
like
camp
rubs.
against us, though.
She like rubs her
Did do
forehead,
arson.
like from the back here.
There was arson, yes.
So
That wasn't my
We
idea.
didn't start it, they did.
how, in God's name, did you reason with them?
We convinced them, or they convinced themselves that because I was very large and very green, that I was the best Gobbo. And so
Orba.
they led us to their camp, and then we distracted them and took the books.
He
She
looks-
distracted them.
He listens to the story, and he's kind of like looking at where you're pointing while you're telling the story, and he starts getting the biggest smile on his face. Oh, chap, for timeless glory, that is the most wonderful story! And he looks toward the rest of you guys. Isn't it great traveling with a Bannermain? Aren't they the best?
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm kind of lukewarm about it.
I was
Oh, come
like
on!
less than a third responsible for this.
Come on, please tell me one of you, and he gestures to all of you, is at least some kind of artist, because you have got to draw that. That would be a mighty fine painting in its own.
Oh, I am an artist in my own right, but my kind of work is not for the squeamish.
Mm.
Ah,
There's a face.
there's a face. What's that face for?
I just know him.
He was prompting me to do this, says Little Sprout as she casts a quick spell to create a huge version of our big pony, looking exceptionally heroic. Cling!
Cling! And Chad's steady shoot is graced upon everybody.
I mean, there is the thing where I'm the minor celebrity back in the other continent.
Yeah.
No, this is what he says. He's like, I'm reminded that there is the thing where I'm a minor celebrity on the other continent.
Little Sprout leans over. He earned it.
Oh, well, I'm certain he's the only one of you with a badge. How long has it taken you guys to become a Bannermaid? You guys look like you're more fit for it. Ring Dancer kind
I don't think they've applied.
You know who you should ask? And he gestures to you guys. And he kind of gets this like quirky smile on his face. I know a chap. He's up in Bleakburn. Have you ever heard of a Dr. Amden?
Who? Yes.
I hear he's always looking for new Bannermains. Specifically likes to have a lot of questions about them, that one. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a wink. And he has steady shoot the wink, as if steady shoot knows. He kind of seems to
as if steady shoot knows. I mean,
Yeah.
steady shoot does know Amden.
Yeah.
But the context is a little different.
Yeah. he's got to get.
You said this Amden Bannermain. He's a doctor. What exactly is he a doctor of?
No, many things. Medical
The,
sciences.
the amusing part is the entire interaction with Amden was before the Bannermains existed in maybe they existed in canon, but they didn't exist, and that the entire thing was also there's this adventuring organization, and I'm just actually my character would have totally done
Yeah.
that. That's exactly
Yeah.
what he did before he went adventuring with the party.
Yeah, so he kind of smiles. Oh well, Dr. Amden, he's just all around professional medical doctor, and he kind of smiles. Very lovely chap. Loves to meet new people. I'm sure he'd love to get you signed on to his chapter.
Have you met him?
Oh, of course. Him and I are great friends.
Is there more than one Dr. Amden?
No. There's only one. The one and only. And he gives you a
Okay.
glowing smile.
Maybe he's different if you haven't fucked up.
No. And he starts to do this thing where he's definitely trying to pull you in a different direction. He's not sure if you've caught on yet, but he's kind of walking this way. And he goes, no, chap. We have got to let Mr. Amden meet these guys personally. And
Amden has met most of the people here already.
No, has he?
Little Spout in.
Yeah, he was busy trying to throw us out of the school whose name escapes me.
The Erelon school, yeah.
Are you Star Dancer, were you like faculty there, or just a researcher or a student, or
The Star Dancer? Miss Liz.
Star Dancer, are you with us?
No.
Oh, okay.
Apt.
I did spontaneously mention he's talking about Amden, who's from the from the Aileron, and so when I'm trying to talk about it, I'm like, are you like faculty or just a student or what is your
Researcher.
Yeah. I think
Intellectually independent.
I think I'm the only person here distinctly interested in adventuring just to go around and do the adventuring, the venturer for hire thing.
Nonsense.
I suppose well,
I mean, Little Spout
you'll be busy. I look at Little
adventure.
I look at Little Spout. I'm like, well, you'll be busy, and then I look over at Anziel, and I'm like, I'm not sure what you're going to want to do after this. But I know that Star Dancer is probably eager to get back to her research.
He kind of nods a little bit. Oh, well.
And probably so is Dr. Orion. Yes.
Oh, another doctor!
Uh-oh.
Indeed.
Oh,
well.
then he would love to talk to you, sir.
I'm more of a scientist, a biochemist, than a medical doctor, but I've dabbled in medicine.
Oh,
You should see what I can do with it.
Well,
That's,
Mr. Amden does like to put on seminars in Bleakburn in that medical school of his. Though he doesn't really get the chance to do many surgeries. Do you do such things?
Oh, indeed I do.
Oh, then you'll get along swimmingly.
You know, I think I would be eager to meet Dr. Emden, but in due time. We have some very pressing personal matters that have to be resolved before we consider joining an organization like the Bannermains. Well, apart from Steady Shoot, of course, as he's already a standing member. But in regards to the books, how much appreciation would you like to show for us retrieving your lost books?
Of course, and he kind of like he picks
And
up.
the paintings.
He gives you like a scolding little hoof. You couldn't fool me for long. You know, that's exactly the kind of adventuring mindset we need here at the Bannermains. And he gives you a little bit of a nod. Of course, we wouldn't make this go unpaid. Of course, especially if this is out of the goodness of your heart. Yes.
No.
No. Okay.
No,
well, worth a try, right?
I would say that retrieving the books is at least reasonably that.
All right. For all of these books, and for all the problems that we've had to deal with, like in the past, he kind of rolls his eyes.
You're probably going to have to continue to hunt for them. They might... Like, Steady doesn't know that you dream assassinated him and caused a civil war. There might still be... that you dream mucked with them. Steady doesn't necessarily know that, so...
Well, and he kind of like
Yeah,
thinks a little bit. Well, my main Stitch isn't here, but he did leave me with the keys, fortunately enough. He says, like jingling his little keys. So I suppose you wouldn't mind if a few pieces went missing. Say in the realm of 200 gold for your work here. Yes.
We have
200 gold each would be a very fair price.
No,
we
not
we have
200
we have
each.
one more thing that is significantly less out of the goodness of our heart.
No. Do tell.
Orion raises an eyebrow. We do?
Yes.
Little Spout pops her head. Yes. Don't forget the main event.
Hmm.
Ryan taps his chin and kind of looks up to the ceiling. Oh, yes, I almost forgot. We went down into the underwater tomb of Queen Lamenta and retrieved this priceless treasure.
Amen.
And he pulls out the magical spork.
The magical. No.
and you pull out the
What do you-
magic.
I mean,
You pull-
yes, we do have a magical sport from the temple that actually could be something to put in a museum.
You pull out the magical spork and present it, and he kind of like he actually brings out like a small monocle that he puts under his eyes, and he comes in and surveys it. Yep, nope, I cannot tell this from a normal magical spork. Unfortunately, no markings indeed. A little bit of water.
Steady is giving Orion the look, and it's like there is literally no other place we can take it. Where it would probably be more
Little Sprout
valuable
gives
than
the
here.
slowest blink. I didn't know there was a standard magical sport.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you can prove to me that you were there in the first place, I'll also take that off your hose. How about that?
Oh, darn.
Okay, that's fair. But let's get to the actual main event.
Like, he's looking around. Well, I mean, if somebody needs to do a drum roll, and he starts going.
Yeah, Orion's looking around at the party, and then he scratches his head, and he's like, "Oh, yes, now I remember."
The painting!
Yeah, and you produce the painting of Queen Lamenta and Nevermore, the two of them together, and he kind of like,
right there, that Little Sprout points at it. By the way, this is the proof that we were there.
yeah, and like he kind of like he actually takes off his monocle. He's looking this up and down. But
It didn't fall out. Oh, guys, we failed. We
all
messed
right,
up.
hang on, retcon. It falls out. It falls out.
Eye opens so wide it pops off.
Right?
And
It just like kind of swings a little bit, and he kind of looks up. By Jove! And he kind of like looks around it, like he's actually looking for the signature. And by Semitone himself.
Oh, yes, this is the important part of the painting, and he flips it around to show Semitone's signature.
Yeah, he's looking at it, and he fiddles for his monocle once more. He puts it back out. He's like, yes, it's got all the right markings. It's the proper thing. And he seems to like suddenly like look you guys up and down, just like squinting. Yes, that checks out. Okay. And then like he looks, and you took this from. You went into the oasis.
Yes, it's completely covered in salt water at the moment. So as soon as we're finished here, we're going to be making a trip to Dakalai to get that resolved.
Well,
Unless you know anyone present here who can unpetrify a stone statue of a god bird.
No. I mean, Dr. Endon might be able to, he says with like a honest smile. But I suppose that's your adventure, isn't it? And he kind of smiles and gives Steady Shoot like a little bit of a nudge, just saying like, all a day's work, like, like.
Steady Shoot is at least vaguely like satisfied with like.
Yeah. And he kind
This
of.
is actually making him kind of thoughtful because he's like, now that I think about it, we have done a lot of significant things. I hadn't done a whole lot of things before we left, but now there's a long list.
Well,
We've been busy.
I can tell by the runes on your axe, sir. And he gestures to the runes on your axe. Seems like you've had a proper adventure of your own. And he continues to
I still will remind that there is one rune laid very carefully, and the rest are slapped on haphazardly.
It looks like the proper background to a Valley College girl's Apple Mac top at a
Exactly.
college, yeah. So he continues looking. Right. Let me do one thing here, and he actually rushes over to this desk over here, and as he does so, he kind of calls back to you guys. Hold on to that painting. I'm just getting something over here. Keep it there. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And he comes
Little
back.
Sprout is wobbling left and right, trying to hold up this painting.
Yeah.
Wobble.
No. And he brings over like a tool, and he starts to kind of like measuring it, and he's bringing up some charts, and he's looking at it, looking. Well, this would certainly add on to the bit that I had offered before for these books. That's for sure. And he kind of smiles. Well, I'm ready to haggle a price if that's what you brought it here for.
Little Sprout gently places down the book. Boop. That's exactly what we came here for. Winning smile.
Yeah. Steady actually kind of like steps back just a little bit. Like I don't get me involved in this.
Speaking of books in the temple, Steady Shoe, did you happen to save one of the books that we found multiple copies of?
Yes. But the one I saved, I'm going to keep.
Oh, right, that book.
That book.
That book.
Yes. He wouldn't have prioritized collecting books, but he would have kept the one that has the time traveler drawn in it.
The bunch of ones that we pulled off the shelves trying to find a secret, and then it turned out to be the last one we finally pulled. Did you say one of those?
The one he saved is the one that has the time traveling girlfriend in the in the book.
Okay, so the books we brought back from the Gobos, the +1 striking spork, and the painting of Queen Lamenta. Is there any other contributions we intend to make?
That's all I can think of.
Oh, I heard a
Oh, that one over there looks like she's been silent, and he looks toward a ring dancer who says, "Fuck off." Right, okay, I can see why you have been silent.
I can see why you have been silent. Do you want to punch things for money? You can do that at the Bannermains.
No, I'd rather this one not go on a punching spree. She seems like she has enough scars to prove that she can kick my ass. Damn right. Yeah, look at that. And he kind of thinks, well, I will start off the negotiations here. How about 1,800 gold for the whole lot, including your services in helping get these books and paintings back from those dreadful little goblins.
And so Little Spout leans forward. Yes, you have no idea what we've been through to get these things and the historical and cultural significance of these items. Look at this, he says, gesturing over the painting.
Oh, yes.
Bringing attention to all the various little details. Look. Ooh,
ooh. Certainly, Mr. Semijone himself was a great artist. I see that you have a really good eye for it yourself, yes?
And well, she has a really good salesperson voice.
Yeah. He's kind of smiling back at you, like he definitely knows you're haggling. He's he's doing his like.
I could have done better haggling.
Right?
Yeah,
but she's good at haggling, so even her bad days are okay days.
You have a hero point.
You do have
I do have a hero point. Well, what the hell not? What else would I need it for? Oh, well.
And
I extol the merits of that. Look at the breaststroke. Oh my god, look at that.
Ryan leans in and adds on. It's like, and consider the budget of this museum. What could you possibly curate that would equal the historical importance of this very piece?
Oh, my friend.
Oh, well, you know what?
Excellent point.
Hang on. He looks at Orion. You don't want to ask that question, actually. There are equally as many valuable things here. However, your friend here definitely has made me consider one thing, which is that...
Wait. She does have a thing to bounce off of him. Oh, you brought up an excellent point. You hang this up on your walls, you will get so many more clients. The money will just flow right back in.
Oh,
and think of the prints you could sell at the gift shop.
And he kind of smiles. Well, that's the thing. We don't actually have a gift shop. But regardless, your friend here, Miss... I believe they have called you Miss Spout, yes?
She bobs. Bob.
You have convinced me of this much, which is that my main stitch is not here, and therefore cannot tell me no to giving you a just flat 2,000. Do we have a deal?
Spout considers, but then, and she's giving it all that dutiful consideration.
Don't look a gift horse in the mouth now.
And she was testing his resolve, but he doesn't look, he's breaking. And so she claps her hooves together. Clop! It sounds like we have a deal, and you have won yourself. What a wonderful piece.
All right. And I will bear the brunt, he says, acting like all solemn about it. I will bear the brunt of my main stitches scolding, I'm sure, but, like you said, the money would flow right back in. Anyways, I will go get the exchange, and a proper thank you for your services will be sent if you have a proper address, though. It kind of gives you guys an eyeing look as he kind of goes by. I am not aware of many adventurers who unfortunately own a home, so I don't think that part would be entirely necessary. And he goes, fiddling with a box. Fiddle, 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 fiddle.
The little Sprout is rubbing her cheek. Well, my parents have a home. That technically counts, right?
Well, if you leave me their contact, I'm sure I can have the Snipstone.
No, she was saying that quietly while he was running off.
Oh, okay. Well, he eventually comes back, and he kind of like moves the painting.
Says,
like
speaking out loud about your parents is not the cool kids club,
right? And he once the books have been set down, that painting is probably like put evenly over it so he can properly put it where he needs to. There's a big thunk of just 2,000 gold worth of platinum kind of thumped in front.
200 platinum even.
200, that's the one. 200 platinum.
I mean, if you want to pay 2,000 platinum, I find that very agreeable.
I said 2,000 gold pieces worth of platinum is what I said. So 200 platinum.
All right. Well, I'm going to add money to myself. Yay.
Now,
Pretty.
You guys do see in the Foundry chats the amount you get, yes?
Okay, let me check so I can add it to my list and make sure I'm keep track of it.
All right. Just making sure everybody actually saw that.
Three.
everybody.
So many threes.
It's one of those weird problems that is like
Who
infinite
gets
threes
the
all the
last
way
copper
across.
piece?
I'm taking it. I negotiated for that copper piece.
But I found the painting. I should get the copper piece.
I negotiated for that copper piece.
I am the one responsible for us getting that painting because I disabled the trap it was attached to.
Claire.
The curator is just smiling as if he's heard this a billion times, and he gives steady shoot the like, isn't it always great look like.
Now, here's the thing, though. I actually did the math. There's actually 2 spare copper pieces, so we both keep the spare copper.
All right, that's agreeable.
Boom, I have added it to my coins.
There we go.
I've added my coins as well. And in doing so, Orion counts out 100 gold pieces, or you said he brought us platinum. He counts out 10 platinum pieces and hands them over to Little Spout.
Little Sprout is pleased, for she has gained 10 platinum.
Debt paid. And then he goes over to Ring Dancer, counts out 35 gold pieces, and gives them to her.
And she nods and she kind of smiles. Actually, she gives you a genuine smile. Well, thank you. Like she didn't. She kind of seemed surprised actually.
Spout. Debt paid.
Da, 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 da.
And she kind of like nods. Yep. Consider it done.
And I'll deduct that from my inventory.
And he kind of claps his hoofs. Well, there we go. Well, I suppose it goes without saying, of course. If you find any more of these artifacts, do feel free to bring them back here. We are more than willing to pay for what they are worth. And of course, and he kind of smiles, Copper Ink will be one of your wonderful people that you get to haggle with on them. He kind of gives you guys a bow.
Little Spout nods. You are in, Pony.
And he kind of nods. That's me. Right, now, of course, I have to do it because I am a Bannerman myself. You all should consider, and he like looks toward all of you guys, joining your friend over there. What chapter are you from, sir?
like it's he'd be.
No, you've asked me
just
to see his name.
I think we decide. I don't remember.
Windborn.
I don't know if I have it written down. Windborn. All right, let me write this down.
It's either Windborn or Basin Sage. It's up to you. Those are the big ones.
Yeah, Basin Sage. It was clear that he had never been to before when
Gotcha.
we first went there. So.
Yep, so Windborn it is.
Yeah.
And he kind of smiles. Well, you just didn't strike me as the Navy sort, I suppose, but still they need their ground people. And he smiles. Well, if you have a certain affinity.
I was from the area around it. It was the closest real chapter.
Little Sprout suddenly raises a hoof. Oh! We did a really big boat adventure.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we did go from the continent that Windborne is on and Basin Sage to this continent.
It was long and arduous, and like horrible monstrosities beneath the sea tried to eat us, but we got through it.
Didn't we fight a dragon underwater?
Things happened, okay?
And he's smiling. He's kind of nodding along. All standard fare for a bannerman. It's just too bad you can't brag about it with a fancy badge, yes? I heard your friend over here is really good at surgeries. I would imagine that he would probably hit it off rather well with Mr. Amden and Bleakburn, and your friend here's, he points to Star Dancer, sounds like they're already a researcher at Aralon. Have you ever considered joining their fraternity, or rather sorority, my fault, for the Bannermains there? I'm sure they would love a researcher like you on their team. And he looks toward the rest of you. And of course, there are different chapters every one of you can certainly be a part of. But whichever one clicks with you best, be the one that you'd follow your heart with if you decided to, yes?
Little Spada's now rubbing her cheek. Rub.
The irony with him is like, I actually just kind of joined the closest one.
Fair.
I was pretty young, and I needed a thing to do, and I was busy escorting a lot of people through the wilderness.
Well, and he puts a hoof to his chest. My only solid advice is don't none of you try to become a bannerman at Scale Tip. You'll never get in, and they won't let you in. And he kind of smiles. Fortunately, none of you guys are Kirans, so they're rather hard on that specific fact.
Ryan's
Little
ears
Spout tilts her head. I feel like you've just challenged me.
No,
Yeah,
I would not
Ryan's
challenge
on the
you to
same
do
page.
that. And he kind of like shakes his head.
No, that was definitely a challenge.
No,
you
I
have
definitely
not dealt
wouldn't.
with enough adventurers in your life, clearly.
No. There has historically been a fair few mean stitches who have had the same idea and have perished trying to get there. So, it's your adventure, of course. I won't stop you, but
I'm only hearing more challenges.
no, take it as a challenge if you must, but don't be crying to me when you fall out of the sky and all those wonderful sky dragons want to feast upon you. And he smiles, like, evilly, like he goes like he's telling an evil story. Ha!
Hey, Little Spout does not actually look very intimidated. It's
I
like, oh no, I might fall. Ooh.
Well,
What would I do if I fell?
well, of course, you can't get more gold if you're dead. So, you do you. And he
I
kinda-
mean, with that attitude, maybe.
Eddie smiles. Well, maybe you'll come reincarnated back as a Kirin and they'll let you in. It's your adventure, after all. Anyways, don't you have to be off? I heard.
Yes, actually, we need to be a bunch of miles that way, she says, pointing east.
Well, be off then. I mean, he like ushers. Go on, go back out and adventure. No better way to convince you to join the Bannermains. And he's like, blah, blah, blah. And then, like, he gets near Ring Dancer, he kind of starts ushering near Ring Dancer. Don't touch me. I'll get up myself. Right. Don't touch that one. Oh, boy. And you guys are ushered out of the museum.
You've heard of the Danger Doodle. Now, the Danger Horse.
I'll move you guys back over here. As you guys
All right,
exit.
so I believe we're going to just teleport to Dakalite at this point.
I
because
believe
we've
you
actually
can.
been there.
As we're leaving, Steady definitely looks too pleased. He like the guy was like, he was pushy and it was all those things, but something about Steady's like, oh, neat.
Neat. Oh,
There's something about that with him when, obviously, like, he, was trying to pressure people and, yeah.
Yeah.
Steady is caught up a
Little
little.
Spout is too busy balancing a gold coin on her nose.
This Dr. Andon sounds like a fine fellow. Maybe we should review notes. He might like what I've learned.
I can't hear you. There's money.
He got really angry at us for breaking into somewhere.
Somewhere, huh?
Somewhere, yeah. Well,
I've only done that a few times, but I always had a good reason.
Look, we didn't promise there would be good reasons, okay? Before we go, you guys want
I mean,
more
we
money?
had good reasons, didn't we?
Do you guys want more money?
More money.
More money.
What did you have in mind?
Little Spouse will take a detour to the marketplace and just hawk off her jewels. 'Cause she has
that's
those.
the thing.
Yes. Can I?
Well,
What?
we could also probably sell.
that
it
was
with
amazing.
Jackaleye.
Okay,
Yeah,
there's actually a button in Foundry I can click. It just automatically converts it to money. That was amazing. So I
Nice.
just sold off the jewels, which means I can now give it to you guys. Enjoy. So you all get 25 each. Enjoy that.
25 what?
They're 25 GP.
Gold.
Okay.
Gold.
Plus
Right.
25 more
How-
rolls. Okay.
How do you auto sell stuff? Because I got the Wand of Manifold Missiles and
That was specific for gems. There's a little sell button for gems.
Oh, okay.
Because gems are money. They're just a different form of money.
All right.
Yeah.
Did anyone want the Wand of Manifold Missiles, or were we selling it?
That's not a spell I have. Yay.
Does anyone want the wand? Because it's in my inventory because no one else wanted it. I'm just making
And-
sure.
Yes, if you do sell it, you get half the market price, just to remind you.
Okay, so I sell the wand. Everybody gets
So
13
I was
gold,
selling off. Oh, sorry, how much?
13 gold, 3 silver, 3 copper. Another infinite 3.
No, the infinites. You can keep the copper this time. Oh, little spout feels so rich. So rich. You should probably buy something with it,
Mm-hmm.
which will be easier to do in Dakalai.
Yeah, it is a bigger settlement.
Yes.
Okay.
I imagine they have more money and more stuff to buy with the money.
Deleting the wand. Let's see. Getting rid of the painting from inventory because we sold
Where'd
it.
teleport go?
Keeping that. It's getting
Teleport
rid of this-
everywhere.
And you're bringing out your teleport, yeah? Start answer.
Yeah, I'm looking for the spell. It's somewhere in here.
It looks like I could afford a level.
Telepathy is not teleport.
No. Looks like I could afford a level 10 item, which is not bad.
Fair enough.
GM, do I need specific abilities to craft with runes to set them on weapons, or is it just a craft roll?
It's a craft roll.
Study Shoot, would you like me to align your runes for you?
I don't really
Why?
mind.
That sounds like something you don't want to hear a doctor say. Can I align your runes?
Okay, how far are we going?
To Dakalai, which per the little thing would be 180 miles.
You know, I actually need to check. Are we still at +2? Is that correct?
+2 what?
For our ABP.
+2 what?
For weapon.
Yes. Wait, I think.
What
I
level?
mean,
Yeah,
it should automatically be
we
a
are
thing.
Oh, okay. We are 14. My saving throw potency is +2. Attack potency goes up to 3 at 16. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
but that should be
it should
automatic.
Get automatically. You don't have to add it to weapons or anything.
Okay,
No.
okay, yeah, smart enough sheet. Okay, I'm
Magic.
just making sure that because I'm looking at my list. My list is like +2 greater striking frost shock battle axe.
Oh, God.
Based.
So what is the plus on it?
2.
+2. Okay, then you could have 2 property things on it.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess I'm. Yeah. Frost and shock. Okay, frost shock isn't a. I guess I'm thinking too much Warcraft because frost shock is a spell.
Oh, no. But
Or
yes,
single
frost
spell.
and shock, that would be the
Yes,
2.
yes.
You did it. Good job.
Frost and shock. Yes.
I could theoretically get some stuff from my armor. Did they make good property runes? Yeah.
They do. There's some pretty good property runes for armor.
What'd you do to the? Let's see, where'd that go?
Get slick armor.
Well, yeah,
so it's really hard to
that's
grab
right.
her.
I have the Ghost Touch Eon Stone. Although I did intend to buy a Wayfinder for it specifically, so it's not floating around me.
The Pearlescent Pyramid is the one that gives you Ghost Touch. Orion has that one.
Yeah, and the and the Wayfinder ability is you get see invisibility for a round.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Once per minute, so it means like, what's this? No, for adventuring's sake, you could see invisible more or less as much as you want. like for exploring, excuse me.
Yeah, of course.
Excuse me.
Specifically exploring.
Yes, specifically exploring because you can usually take your time.
All right. So, Lysander,
Nothing
you don't
could
need to roll it in
possibly
the
go wrong.
chat. Like, I know it's like you're well within range to do Dactyli, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, I have teleport twice. Once with the 7th level to get within 10 miles, and then once with a 6th level to get within 1 mile.
Oh, well, look at that. Oh, okay. So yeah.
Oh no, wait, I have to do differently than that.
You could just.
Because I can only teleport 4 targets.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
4 targets, huh? Well, you guys have been here to Holbeck and can go there now. So like, just 2 7. Like I think it's like 1 7th level to get there for 4, and then it's.
Oh, that's right. I can use my focus thing to get a 3rd 7th level spell, so I can teleport there with a few people, teleport back, then teleport there again.
Yep.
Well, Little Spout volunteers to get one more person there at a time by them hopping into her bag of holding and holding your breath for a hot second.
Oh, that
Does
works.
that even work?
I mean, as long as they can fit.
Okay.
As soon as I close that bag, it's just I'm holding a bag.
Yeah, I don't see anything in here that says like that doesn't work. Like realistically, like I know that there's some things
Actually, at that point, I think we could just have everybody just like clown car into the bag. Oh!
I mean, you might as well.
Well, you start doing that, and like the person, the curator who's like helping you guys, like just kind of like watching you guys endearingly from outside the door, just being like, "Oh, I miss that," and then you guys just blue.
Yeah, remember it's a 10-minute cast time.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Well,
no, that's the hard part.
so it pretty much like waits until like you're just about to set it off, then you're just like, okay, everybody going, go.
Go, go.
In the bag.
And then whoop, there's a brief crushingness as you guys are teleported like all the way to the wonderful, wonderful city of Dactyli. Suddenly the air is a lot hotter, a lot hotter. And I mean, you're kind of like, you know, if you were right here at the city gate, right? Like you probably teleported like right over here or something. Like, whoosh. There, just a little
Actually, it's not that bad. The bag of holding, without even holding your breath, can last for 10 minutes.
Oh, look at that.
So that actually works just fine. Everybody get.
I realized with the what is it like? There's like there's a skill feat that
I have
like
a
lets you hold your
question.
breath longer. It like lets you hold it for like 15 minutes.
Nice. But what was your question?
So I have a weird question. Okay, so
I have so many weird answers.
sticking a special effect on my conjured force bastard sword, right?
Okay.
I can get the sharding enchantment that lets me swing it at something and it shoots a duplicate.
Okay, cool.
Based?
Anything wrong with that?
And I'm not you're talking about with your horn magic, right?
Well, no, I'm floating it next to me because that's how I wield it, right?
Oh, okay. You're holding a literal sword. Okay.
Let's
just
see.
checking.
The weapon splits off a duplicate of itself that flies if it's thrown by the wielder at the intended target.
Okay, I'm not seeing why this would not work.
Is this
Normally, it'll
is this
disappear.
hang on really quick. Is this the what is it, Blade of the Mind or whatever, where it's like you fashion like the force
Yeah.
yeah. So that you kind of put the runes on your horn and then it transfers to that sword.
That's not what I'm asking.
What?
Because if I throw the sword, it disappears as soon as I let go.
Yes. What's
So
the problem?
this splits off a duplicate and that flies as if thrown. Is there anything preventing me from doing this? Because why not?
It would fly, it would hit the thing, then it would vanish.
Poof.
I mean, it does that anyway.
Well,
'Cause that's
then
what
nothing
the
changed.
sharding. That's what the sharding thing does.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah,
the-
no, I
did
mean,
the feat change?
Duck had actually asked, so what happens if they just throw the thing that they're conjuring? It's like, well, you throw it, it hits the thing, and then it's gone.
And you just have to use 2 actions to bring it back if you just throw the whole thing. But if it just splits off a duplicate and does the thing, you're not exactly throwing the main weapon that you have. It's like a...
No, so you still have the main weapon.
Okay,
Yay!
so that's a change from PF1 where you can actually throw it.
Yes. But again, if you
Okay.
throw it, it is gone. It does its effect, it's gone.
Okay. See, that's where I had the disconnect because PF1 it was if it leaves your hand, it just goes away.
I mean, that still happens, but it happens that split second after it hits the person and does damage.
Yeah.
That's not how the rules are written, but okay.
That's the way we're doing it, you know.
Yes. Oh, well, you're
I mean, if you want to do it the worst
Okay.
way, I guess we could. But...
And then, like, as you guys get into
I'm
Dakalite,
looking
it's,
at
it's kind of like
Patmats,
Ring
but
Dancer
yeah.
who's kicking her way out of the bag.
You know, I just realized I should have paid you both right here in front of the fountain, because that's where y'all lent me the money.
No. He could. She
it's
could.
it's too late. The money's been repaid.
Yeah, I'm not gonna, go through this for the ceremony's fact of it. And you guys kind of like walk in. Oh man, and there's Dakalai. Many fancy people are kind of doing their thing, going around.
Too fancy.
You hear the wonderful sounds of people going places and things happening, bards in the distance, the whole 9 yards, even construction to the southeast or southwest.
Did I mention
Right.
it was too
We
fancy?
need to meet. Was it the main Stitch or was it another cleric of? It was a
It
cleric
was
of
the-
Kara, right?
Yeah.
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 I bet if we go to the king would be very interested in knowing this, and he would probably be able to tell us exactly where to go.
Didn't we have a rule about that? Hold on.
Ryan chuckles.
Yes, we actually did have a rule about that. That was definitely a rule.
Come on, all at once now. Say the rule again. It's like the drone that you have in like an AA meeting.
Never go to the king.
It's a bad idea, yo.
Alright, well, I don't know where the hell a cleric in this place would be, but, you know that there's Bannermains down there, so if you're gonna ask anybody a question, don't be stupid about it. Your friend has a badge. Or I guess Steady
Yeah,
has a badge.
yeah.
Right.
And she might be regarding, might have stuff regarding the Bannermains too. So let's just do that.
Alright, so you guys
To the
go
high rollers.
to the...
Also, if I recall correctly, isn't that also where the Kieran is?
Yes.
You know, the other person we're interested in the town.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Kieran.
Alright.
The Kieran does not appreciate these allegations.
And as you guys
Yes, he does.
go up to the doors, you already hear yelling inside. In fact,
Oh, are we also going to have to deal with the thing too first? Come on.
there is yelling on the inside as you guys open the door, and it's the two most favorite people on the planet that I'm sure you guys love. It is the Kieran and, well, there's Flat Earth. This seems to be in a heated argument. The Kieran does not appreciate your conspiracy theories. I don't care what you think is a conspiracy theory. It's not. I've seen you do it. The Kieran has done no such thing. But the Kieran could. Well, see? They seem to be just like arguing with each other. And then you guys open the door and they look towards you. Aha! Ah! Ha! Ha! And like Flat Earth is like pointing to both of you. See? I told you. See? See? It's just like gesturing like widely. I do not see anything worth seeing. In fact, I see the people that I have seen before. Hello.
Hi, the Kieran.
Hello. Whoever you are, I have forgotten your name because I, the Kieran, do not really care for it. But hello regardless.
Oh, well, that's fine. We're not here to see you anyway.
Good, because the Kieran is a very busy Kieran.
Oh, well, if you're not busy, could you help us find somebody?
And he like his ears perk up. Who are you looking for? Because they may not be very important.
The Kara priestess who knows powerful anti-rock spells.
Oh, That's the one that the Kieran knows. And he kind of like taps his temple. Ah, you know her too, don't you? Shut up. The Kieran does not want to hear you no longer. and Flat Earth is just like, and she starts like, she goes over to the door and she kind of bumps into you guys intentionally. I'm on to you. And then she continues walking out. The Kieran thinks that
Flat
one is what they call a crazy bitch. Thank you. And
Hold on, did she take anything? People who bump into you take things, right?
you're gonna roll a
That's what
perception
she-
check?
Sure.
All right.
That's a great idea, actually.
Like on one hand, like, you know, it shouldn't be so suspicious, right? But on the other hand, like, this is someone who fancies himself an investigator, and so being like, I'll just swipe something from my lead. That'll be brilliant.
Steady shoot. You actually did pick up on the fact that she did seem to try to like, you know, like very quickly like feel something if there was like something on you that maybe she was looking for. Though most of your possessions, if I'm not mistaken, are in your bag of holding, so she didn't seem to grab anything. But she definitely did seem to be like searching in that brief moment where she bumped into you, and then she kept walking. Like,
Is his badge still there?
not your badge is in fact still on your person. She didn't seem to be a
Yeah, I guess that's not. Yeah. If there are ranks in the Bannermains, then his badge probably has him as like one of the gruntiest levels. What has he done? Saved
a farmer, like from like saved a farmer from like one goblin.
Well, I mean, no. It's like, oh, what did he do? Participated in escort ops. Okay.
Grunt work completed, and he
What
just
is he-
hasn't he hasn't gone back for an upgrade yet.
Yeah. What has he actually done? You know, saved the temple over there, done this
Yeah,
other
yeah.
stuff. He fought a dragon underwater. He fought a dragon in a city. He He made a lot of fuss at a university. That's
Now-
got to be worth an upgrade, right?
Something like that. A ring dancer goes into the building. She doesn't seem like she wants to. She's like much willing to really mess with this Kieran dude for much longer than she has to. Listen, Sword
Right.
Stack, we just need to know where this cleric is. So if you could tell us, the Kieran is not going to hear you with that tone of voice, miss. Oh, I'll show you a tone of voice. If you're intending on punching me, the Kieran will cry very loudly. Thank you. One of you guys talk to him. She was like got like looks like she's about like her horn is sort of sparked slightly, like she's had enough. All right, who's approaching the Kieran?
Orion approaches the Kieran.
Ah,
this is all the
sensible
end well.
person.
All right, now let me see if I can speak your language so I can show you the highest level of respect. So we need to find the cleric to get her to unparalyze this magical godlike bird in the north at the oasis because they got so much salt water that they're gonna die.
And the Kieran stops, like he looks stunned for a second. I have never heard such respect in a voice before. He's utterly stunned. By all means, if you go up to the north, he says, pointing, you will find this Kara of which you speak, or at least the cleric of. Thank you. And he gives a smile and then like blinks, like he's still like in shock.
No, thank you. You will have undoubtedly saved many lives with this information.
Oh my god, the Kieran the head goes up, the horn goes up. He looks like he is the smuggest Kieran that has ever lived. The Kieran will note this in his autobiography, which I will now write. Thank you. Struts
You're
off.
welcome.
Struts off. Oh.
You just gotta know how to talk to people. It's a talent, really.
Oh, the priestess of which she speaks is up here.
Okay.
Everyone ready to head out?
Yeah, let's go.
Ring Dancer's twitching and like looks to you, Orion. Listen here, I do not want to hear that voice coming from you ever again. Thank
Oh,
you.
I've been practicing all my voices. It turns out that if you're just really angry, you can sound exactly
I
like
don't
Ring
sound
Dancer.
like a middle-aged smoker. Thank you very much. She like.
Oh, you don't sound like a middle-aged smoker. You just... Okay, yeah, you sound exactly like a middle-aged smoker. This is what you sound like.
Steady shoot. Ring Dancer starts going after Orion, and you're kind of like in between them. Like,
He goes cross-eyed and sticks his
Look,
tongue out at her.
look, you shouldn't look. You shouldn't.
I agree. You shouldn't look.
you shouldn't. You just shouldn't.
You know what else I shouldn't do? I should mix the Kieran and Ring Dancer. Check out the Kieran Dancer.
No.
Now, when you do that voice, it makes me so angry. And then he
So
runs
the,
out the door.
so the Kieran Dancer is
I'll show you what a Kieran Dancer is. It's just like
Ryan's already gone.
you, yeah, you start running away, and like Steady Shoot. I imagine you have to hold back Ring Dancer a little bit, whose probably hooves have
Hey,
started to glow with
hey.
a little bit of key. Like, oh boy, the rage was certainly on for her. That's for certain. But eventually, you guys get there. Though Orion's obviously the first one, once you guys kind of like get over there, Ring Dancer's had maybe a few blocks to like grumble and calm herself back down. The building before you is gothic in nature. Oh no. It's very tall and brooding, and contrary to the other street of many flashing lights and casinos and flamboyantly dressed people, this one is kind of like not. In fact, the entrance to the church is just kind of like there's no big lights on the inside. All the curtains are drawn, that kind of thing, and the doors are closed. But I don't think anybody's tried the doors. There stands before you a pair of doors. Things adventurers fear most of all. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, you're right. We do fear. I check for traps.
You check for traps.
No, I don't actually check for traps.
Okay.
I mean, we could check for traps, but he's not going to.
Wow. Walking into the place, I assume you guys are doing, yes?
It's true.
Alright, opening the
Yes.
doors then. It is very dark in here. In fact, it seems almost like a hazy darkness. Perhaps somebody has casted such a spell that you've seen before, but it is dark nonetheless. And walking
And those of us with special eyes see in the dark.
No, not this darkness.
Ooh, I don't like this darkness.
Yeah, this is a deep, deep darkness. But you guys enter it nonetheless, and as you do, there's the tick, clip, clop of the various hooves that enter the place, or paws in Anziel's case. And then, kind of materializing from it with a whoosh that dispels the darkness, and a cloak that seems to manifest around her from it, goes what seems to be a very nice looking Persian yourself, who stops before you guys. Hello.
Hello. I'm
And-
practicing my voices.
Well, it's quite a rather nice voice, though I can still know it's you. And she kind of like goes around you guys, and there's like a little bit of a she's kind of surveying you guys as a whole. And to whom do I own the pleasure? I don't normally have visitors in my temple.
This is Anziel, and he's our brave and noble leader. And then he pushes Anziel to the front.
I just sarcastically bow.
No bowing is needed here. And he just kind of like lifts you up a little bit. Go on then. What's your purpose? They're addressing you, Anziel.
I know, I'm trying to remember why we're here because I was gone for so long.
Oh, you guys are just throwing him under the bus.
I can explain it to you, and you can explain it in character if you want.
Yes.
Okay, we need the help of a powerful priestess to unpetrify a statue that has a water-producing super bird of potentially divine origin. Basically, it has to fly back into the oasis to stop it from being a salt lake.
Okay. Got it. So I explained to them that we need to find a priest so we can unpetrify the statue. It's
Ah.
great importance.
Well, I figure that you may have found her. And she smiles. She smiles, and then she kind of like sits down in front of you. Well, produce the statue then. I am all for the curative arts.
What did we do with the statue?
Somebody
We
has
shrunk. We shrunk it. We shrink it every day, and we put it in a bag of holding.
That's right.
We left it in Belmare. We need her to go to Belmare.
No, we don't.
I'm pretty
We-
sure we left it in Belmare, didn't we?
No, if we were gonna go here, then we were probably gonna bring the statue. There's no reason we couldn't.
All right, help me remember. I'm almost certain we left it in Belmare with the Bannermains there, specifically the cleric. And he asked us to come to Dakalai to request the priestess go to Belmare to unpetrify the bird.
Uh,
Well, whichever one.
I don't think so, but
GM, do you remember?
GM actually doesn't. I should go back and look. And how about this? High or low, party? Lamau.
Start answer. What do you say?
We'll try high.
Alright, high it's in your inventory, low it's at the Bannermains. Ah, look at that.
Hey. Oh, somebody did grab it. Who has it?
Whoever's got a bag of holding.
I mean,
As a
I
matter
have
of
a
fact,
bag of holding.
Start answer carried it out of the temple, if I'm not mistaken, so she probably has it.
Oh, okay. Then I'll just
Start-
pull it out of
start-
my sleeve.
start answer is a responsible adult. Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
You,
yes.
you produced
I
the
am.
statue, which you guys had said you trunk every day, yeah?
And then
Yeah.
unshrink it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whoosh, and then it just kind of like into the space, and she kind of like looks at the enormity of the statue. Ah. Oh, that's not too good, is it? And then she kind of like looks around, and she's kind of surveying it. And are you sure that this is or was once a living thing? Yes.
Yes.
Pretty
Sure
sure.
hope so.
And she's kind of like going around it. Well, I could certainly undo that if you would give me a day to prepare things, and of course, she says, looking at you guys with a smile, offer something of your own to the church, yes?
What did you have in mind?
Well, I don't know. What did you have to offer?
Well, we did get paid recently.
And she continues smiling. Oh, you're not just gonna pay me in gold, are you?
I don't
Convert it
know.
into gems first.
Is
What
this the
is
kind
the-
of...
What is the usual payment for these kind of services?
Well, typically, she says with a smile, you would do it, a favor for the church, or for me, perhaps. Something along those lines. It looks like you guys went through a lot of trouble to find this, so I wouldn't doubt that you probably have a good sense of adventuring prowess. Am I incorrect?
You are not.
And she kind of nods. Well, that's certainly something that's on the table. We could deal in gold, but that is very boring. It's so boring. She kind of like shakes her head. No. I could certainly use your help.
Huh? What do you need the help with?
Oh, there's this rather annoying little pink earth pony who likes to come around here oh so often and annoy me. Perhaps you could look into that for me. Perhaps put a stop to it. I'm sure you've probably heard her around if you're frequent around here. And she smiles.
You mean Flat Earth?
Oh, so you do know her.
That's the response. It's like,
She seems to be getting a little too nosy into some of the businesses and some of my practices that go on around here, and I can't say I'm the biggest fan of it. She bats her eyes.
I hate when that happens. Why can't we just be left to do our research in peace?
And she smiles. Oh, yes, right. Nosy people never seem to understand such things. If you would be so kind in helping me get it through to her that perhaps she should leave us alone, very much appreciated. And she smiles. And of course... And of course...
You do understand any attempt to actually stop her will have the opposite effect, right?
Oh, I'm sure you could figure it out.
Ryan takes his thumb on his left wing and traces it across his neck. And are we looking for a permanent solution?
And she kind of thinks...
Betty is frowning.
And she kind of thinks a little bit. Well, how permanent are you, and how permanent are you thinking?
I get the sense that we're not supposed to answer that out loud.
Well, you'd be correct then. And she gives a little bit of a smile. Of course, if this is to be a deal that's be done, I could always make sure that we uphold both of our parts. And she kind of titters a little bit. Hagias, perhaps?
Gonna roll Arcana. What's a Gias?
Magical promise.
Oh, like a pinky promise.
Pretty much.
Yeah, except with, terrible things will happen if you break it.
I think you literally can't. I think it literally forces you to not be able to. Typically.
Yeah, well, they typically have terrible things will happen to you if you break it. You can't break it. If things cause you to break it, terrible things happen to you.
I see. Okay.
Oh. I don't know if I like the idea of that. I haven't known Flat Earth for a long time, but I do know she is very tenacious.
Oh, well, tenacious people usually find something to be distracted by. Like I said, I'm sure you can figure it out. But, by the sounds of it, you really need this bird unpetrified, and I really need somebody off my back. So, I scratch your back, you scratch mine. We call it even.
I think
Steady looks uncertain.
I'm pretty sure we could keep her distracted. Maybe not permanently, but long enough to give you some relief. Would that be good enough?
I just need her out of my business. However you get that done, so long as she doesn't keep pestering me for it. Burn her notes, or whatever you want to do. I don't care. Just make sure it gets done.
Little Spout, do you think we could do that? Little Spout? Littlest of Spouts?
Oh, I think you might have stood up for a second.
Did we lose David?
David.
Don't call him that. He doesn't like it.
Oh.
Senor Silver.
The Kieran requests David.
I see his name. Like
Yeah, like I was like, oh man.
Maybe he's running back to his desk.
I just looked into Duck's game and I saw your guys' monocle posting.
This is the payment she's asking for to unpetrify the statue.
So
Why?
out of character,
Because she is probably doing illegal things, and Flat Earth is prying.
Uh-huh.
This is why Steady Shoot is not comfortable.
Well, I'm sure we can come up with a way of distracting her. I've got this idea of sending her to investigate Dr. Amden so we can send her on a wild goose chase.
I was on the wrong.
That'll get her out of Dakali and probably keep her busy for a couple of months.
So do we
That's
have
why
a
I couldn't do
deal?
it. Okay.
So, steady shoot. How well do you know Dr. Amden? And how
Not
easily do you think
very.
we can convince her to go and investigate him?
Not very well at all. Literally, Stardancer probably knows more about him than Steady does. If for no other reason
yeah,
than
the fact that he hates her guts for
yeah,
went.
for reasons that are somewhat unclear.
Well,
I mean, it's clear, but also unclear.
I feel like Stardancer would know that like he hates everybody's guts. In fairness.
Well, this is true.
Yeah. This is the other thing, is that we also know this guy's like, he's really friendly. We get along great. I'm like, are you lying? Or is it just like, because you haven't caused any trouble for him?
Well, no,
he's nice.
what he was going for is like, none of the rest of them had badges. So he's just kind of assuming that you with a badge knows Dr. Andon. And so he was like, maybe you should go ask him, as like a playful hazing kind of thing. Like, oh,
okay.
he loves questions. Like,
I'm like, most of us have already met him. Like, one of us here has not met him.
Well, I think it would be a great character building experience for this Dr. Amden if we sent him the company of Flat Earth. I'm sure we could come up with a good reason that would help her connect all the dots and give her something to write about for a couple of months. Where is Dr. Amden anyway?
are you asking in character or out of character?
In character.
Who are you asking?
The party. Addressing everyone.
Okay, what's that again?
Me?
All right.
Yeah.
Where is Dr. Amden?
Well, apparently he's in Brightburn. We met him, Bleakburn. We met him somewhere else, but it's very possible he's been moving around.
Ooh, Bleakburn is a very long ways away.
Yes, we've traveled a very, very long distance.
It's been a long way without you, my friend.
What is a good conspiratorial reason to get Flat Earth into Bleakburn?
What do we know about Bleakburn?
You could give me a society roll, I guess. That'd be fitting here.
Orion looks up to the priestess. Priestess, clarity, right?
And then she kind of like, she raises her eyebrows. Oh, yes, but I don't think I've introduced myself.
Heard your name spoken around. Do you have one of those pamphlets that Flat Earth puts out?
Oh, those. And she kind of like rolls her eyes, and there's a brief moment when she, snaps her palms, and you do see like one of the ones floating on over, and she kind of, produces it. Her latest articles, yes.
Okay. Is there anything in her paper here that talks about the giant egg at Revenge of the Rock?
She kind of thinks a little bit. No. She has unfortunately gone from that story to something else about the Bannermains in the center of the city there, and something about a Kirin. I don't read her stuff. All I know is that she continues to harass me. It's really only her zebra partner that seems to pull her away when she starts to get, so abusive about it. And she kind of like rolls her eyes. But, like I said, I don't really care what your methods are. If we have a deal, I'll draw up a circle right now. And we can all agree on it. Smiley face.
No need for the geas. I'm sure if we can get her out of town, that should be good enough.
And she kind of raises her eyebrows. Well, okay, well, I will expect you to carry out the duty first, then, before I undo the curse on your friend here, if you wouldn't mind. She smiles.
What curse? On who?
Oh,
Oh, the bird.
yeah, and she.
It's not a curse. We looked. I remember specifically we looked that up and determined it was not a curse.
It was. I guess it technically wasn't a curse, huh?
It's some
unfortunate
kind of
circumstance. Yeah.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Steady is exactly like his literal minded and specific. It was like, no, I thought being a curse didn't work. Is it a curse? Could we have just used remove curse? Were we wrong about that?
Yeah, no,
Alright,
that's
so
yeah.
We need to come up with a convincing lie to get Flat Earth out of Dakalai.
But
I
what?
came up with the idea of Bleakburn and Dr. Amden because a wild goose chase sounds funny.
Yes.
A wild goose chase.
Yes.
All right. So how can we? Okay, first of all, on the paper that the priestess gave me, does it detail why Flat Earth is going after the Kirin?
It does, but if you want that information, I'm gonna have to wait till next session because the latter part of this
Okay.
session has been ad-libbed.
Yeah.
So like I want to make sure that like I actually give you guys solid information on that.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah. The
That-
two things we'll probably definitely need to know is what does she suspect this the priestess of, and then what does she suspect the friend that we also want to
Yeah.
stop her from dealing with of, and then I guess mine are adventure knowledge to be like, what adventure thing would a conspiracy theorist be interested in?
Right.
Because sending her on a wild goose chase for a lie isn't as good as sending her off on an actual goose chase with a real thing.
Yeah, my initial idea was the missing egg at the Revenge of the Rock is being protected by Dr. Amden in his secret nest.
Oh
It's
no.
just crazy enough to work.
Oh god.
I
Okay,
guess-
okay. So you want her to go chasing the goose, yes?
Yes,
Do you
Uh,
have something about the goose that would actually be of interest to her?
we will find out next time.
Oh.
I mean, there is a thing he's distinctly lying about, but we also cannot tell anybody about it. Because if we accidentally tell about it, terrible things might happen to us. Because of a geas that we all already have on us.
Well, I'm just
Oh,
saying,
yeah.
the little spout can indeed whisper in her ear if that's a thing that you want.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, little spout. You got the little ding that one Gabo had definitely got your message.
Poor Gabo. Poor Gabo.
Right. Well, we'll come up with that again, Little Spout, next week. I want to see if the GM can give us some information in her latest paper, so that way we can tie it into why she should go investigate Dr. Amden and Bleakburn.
Yes.
If we can get her out of Dakalai, we won't have to be placed under a Aegeus to get her to fix the bird. The priestess to fix the bird.
Yes. Well, like, the Geas, just for your information, like, she's offering to put that on so she can unstonify the bird right away. 'Cause everybody
Right,
else-
but this would mean that we would literally be forced into doing this thing.
Yeah.
That halfway through we might be like, this is a bad idea, and stop.
Yep.
So we don't have to off Flat Earth. We just need to make her go away for a while. Give the priestess some breathing room.
All right. And
Right,
with
Yeah,
that,
I did
have
appreciate.
to,
I did.
but we
I did
could.
appreciate that because, like this means that we haven't broken even our agreement in spirit. If she leaves and comes back and becomes suspicious later, I see you're setting that up because it's probably a bad idea to put someone who's like this and technically lie to them when we're doing other things.
Fair enough. All right. Well, that is some food for thought for next session. I'm going to go ahead and push the button. So